So this is part 2 of every sub is a turn on this 5x5. And yesterday we got this bar made and this 2x2 block of centers made. So hopefully today we can get this down to here and hopefully solve the white center. And welcome to the stream, Vinny the Cuber, Boba Cubes, and Chicago Speed Cuber, and Gatesways and Cube Air. Gatesways says, hello, I've not been here in a long time. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Gatesways. This is like first time in like 2 months. So thanks to the 2 people who like the stream already. And so far I'm at 2,153 solves. And thanks to the 3rd person who just liked the stream. And 1580. And Gateway says, I think the only person that still watches that remembers me is Boba Cubes. Yeah, so I had like 4 really big fans over the summer that were on every live stream. It was Boba Cubes, Gageways, Mr. Cube or Bento Kubo, and Gaming Toilet Brett. Gaming Toilet Brett is on maybe like a stream every 2 months. Not often, but that's okay. And Mr. Cube, he just completely disappeared. I don't know where he went. And Boba Cubes is still on all the streams. And so, yeah, welcome back to the stream, Gates, please. And thanks for like the stream. And Chicago Speaker says, I learned L4E on Pura partly from her tutorial. Yeah. Cool. It's not a very good tutorial. I just had to get a video out, so I filmed that. Should have made a better video. The 3rd like was me, LOL. Thanks for liking the stream, Vinny the Cuber. Gator says, I'm back, Andy. Yeah, welcome back. And Sky Cuber says, you remember Hens DPC? I do. Like, well, not like really. I kind of forgot about him until you said his name. Now I remember him. And 1191. Bulletcube says, your last video has 1,089 views. Yeah, I think it has 1,127 now. It just says whatever you want. I think you're talking about Bulletcubes. And she got and we got a new subscriber, so thanks for just subscribed. Now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm not gonna see chat for a little bit. I wanna take a screenshot of this so I can make a community post. Okay, it always takes a long time to load. I got a screenshot when it was going down. So that's sad. Okay. It's sad. Guess I'm not gonna do the turn then. Yeah. Yeah, the last video did really well. It's my 2nd most popular video. Chicago Speaker says, what if I told you I am Hens TPC? What? I mean, I think when Lewis Hughes saying 1, 2, 3 says I'm too lazy to keep, let's all bye. Welcome to the stream and see you later. I think when I was doing the like solving with viewers, his times were similar to your times. So and 1158. Okay, I didn't select the text box. Gatesway says, I've not cubed in a long time and I probably won't ever again, but I still like your videos. Nice. And welcome to the stream, NF Cubing. And I said cube, the autocorrect messed with me. Yeah, like, autocorrect doesn't think cuber is a word. It's weird. Somebody Wait, no, I think SpeedCube Review made like a Cuber app that doesn't autocorrect. And thanks for like the stream. And that's about it. So. And CPC says he's not lying. NFQB says, how are you doing the country thing still if that is you? I'm not, like, the streams aren't focused around it, but, like, I haven't been really doing it lately, so I probably should. I should, like, pin a message saying, if you want to say what country you're from, then I can check it off my list. And do I have the GAN 16 Max or Worm V11? I do not have any of those cubes. I can get more people if you want. If they're from, like, obscure countries, well, I guess not obscure. I don't have some not obscure countries. Sure. Yeah, that would be pretty helpful. And 1278. It just says, I meant that I see him. Oh, you're talking about the cubes. Okay, I just rotated twice during F2L. Like a double rotation. That is not okay. And I didn't even start the timer. I forgot when I used to not start the timer all the time. I didn't start it yesterday. It was like the first time in a long time. And Josh Teen says, hey, NFQB sent this to me. I'm from Tuvalu. Nice. I did not think we would get a country like Tuvalu. And viewers from every country. So welcome to the stream, Josh Teen. That's probably the least populated country that I've gotten so far. It's currently Monaco, but now Tuvalu. Let's see what the population is. What is the population of Tuvalu? I said it like population. Oh, yeah. Justine says 9,464. Sirius says very close to that. The same number is 9,646. That's definitely the least populated country. So, glad to get that one out of the way. And 18.01. Is Vatican City on your list? Because never going to get the population of 600. Yeah, it is on my list. I only put it on there, though, as, like, a kind of a little joke. Or, like, I don't expect to get it. If I don't get it, then it's not going to be like, okay, I have to get a viewer from the Vatican City. It's like, if I do get one from the Vatican City, that would be pretty cool. Gizmo says, best YouTuber ever? I vote yes. Because Gizmo says, what's yes? Thanks. And 12.52. And 12.07. Bookkeep says, nah, he's not the best. He's better than just the best. It's like, yo, dude, do you like my new cube? Nah, I don't like it. I love it. Justine says you can't live there unless you work there. It's mostly people who work for the Pope, I think, or something. Oh, I thought you were talking about Tuvalu. I was really confused. Yeah. I think it's like 800 people are citizens, and 500 people actually live in it. Or 600. Yeah. But, really small population. I don't expect to get it, though. I still put it on my list as just like a what if. And 1352. Skyler Giver says, I'm kind of maining Skew right now for some reason. I've never really liked Skew. Just has never really appealed to me. 600 live there, 700 are citizens. Okay, that's less than I thought. Well, I guess more than what I thought, less than what I thought were citizens. And 1134. And Cube Air says Cube is the best event for real. Nice. But Cube says, why do they call it W and not W? Like, I'm just assuming because it's called W8. Let me get an index card. So, you know, we write it today as the double V's. You know, like that. But I'm assuming because it's called W, it used to be written like this. It looks like two U's. Sky Peekaboo says, all of them are Catholic Cardinals, which, no offense, have no business watching any streams. Yeah. I'm too busy to watch my streams. Yeah, that's why I don't expect to get one. There's probably not a single person in the Vatican City who has ever solved a Rubik's Cube. And 14.68. I just tied my skew PB. Oh, wait. To get something. I just tied my skew PB 2.38. I do that whenever people type in caps lock. And we still don't have to do any more turns on the cube. It was super sad though because we were gonna do a turn, but then somebody unsubscribed. Super sad. That was a tough disco ball. It's just my lights, and I have the remote. It's over there. I know you guys can't see it, but there's like jump buttons. I press jump 7, and it flashes through all the colors. Jump 3 is red, green, and blue. Fade, it goes through all the colors like this. Oh, that's red, green, and blue. And then fade 7, it goes through all of them. Ag, disco ball. And Justine says, my PB on third birthday is 56 seconds. I learned how to solve it a week and a half ago. 56 seconds in a week and a half. That's pretty good. That's probably like 2 minutes. After a week and a half. And 14.53. Gizmo says that disco ball is tough for real. Yeah, I started doing it recently. I didn't do it in the past. Whenever anybody says anything in caps lock, I do that, even if they just accidentally have caps lock on. Oh, I guess Justine had caps lock on when he said his PB. So, let's just message. I'll have to do the disco ball. Curdy says, hey guys, I'm back. Welcome back to the stream. And the mental line on for CFOP, I learned that method before beginner's method. Nice. And Curdy says, should I learn CFOP? I mean, if you know beginner's method and your average is kind of starting to flatline, like you're not really improving, then probably. And that's a good solve, 8.09. And after a good solve, I have to get a bad solve. Justine says, CFOP was my first method. I now just learned full PLO. Nice. And 1353. And Josh Teen says, OMG, I just got a 30.33 PB. And Bubba Cube says, congrats. Congratulations. Oh, that's almost a 30. And Bubba Cube says, that's wait, okay, I have to start over. That's really good. And Gatesway says, I got for disco ball abuse. Cool. And Justine says, also I'm competing in my first competition in a few weeks. I'm going for OLO. Nice. Counting 2.57, I'm Carter Kukala. Or Kukala. Is it one of the competitions in, like, Guam or Fiji? I think there's comps there. Well, not currently, but, like, in the future. And 1326. And 1324. Bokib says, how did you learn CFOP in a week? IDK. And Curdy says, any progress on my 5x5? No, not yet for this stream. I only have this so far and this. I think after I get another subscriber, I'm gonna do this turn to bring this down here. I'm gonna have this right here. This can go down, and this is gonna be here. So then I'll bring this down, do a U, and then bring the other one down. Billy Cube says, lol, IDK can also mean I do know. Nice. And we got another subscriber, so hopefully we don't lose it this time when I try to take a picture of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I got it. I got the 1, 2, 3, 4. So thanks to whoever just subscribed. So that's going to be a turn on 5x5. Instead of what I'm going to do, well, from here, I'll do it from here. I was going to do FW prime, but I'll just do it here as RW prime. Let me actually do cubing. RW prime. Oh, and I got another subscriber. So that I'll do another RW prime, but over here. Cube says, when was the last time you have showered? I'm not trying to say that you're stinky. I shower every morning. Yeah, so I don't know how you would be able to smell me. I don't think there's a smell feature for live streams yet. And 15.13. Bokeep says, Gateway says, what was that question, LOL? Yeah, I don't know. It was a question. And 10.17. And 12.91. Bowie keeps it. Guy Speaker says, I'm not going to be chatting Master because I'm doing a Minx relay. Nice. If I did a Minx relay, it would probably be like a minute 40, probably. Bowie says, I won't tell when I have showered the last time. Is it a long time ago? Yeah. Cube says yes. Ooh. And 17.24. Cube says, I don't exactly know when. And that's a DNF. NF Cubing says, hey, I'm back. Had to go for a bit. Well, welcome back. And TP Cubing says, yo, welcome to stream, TP Cubing. And 9.44. Bookkeep says, Americans are showering too much. You gotta keep your body clean. And 15.14. And Curdy says, guys so cool. Thanks, I guess. Yeah. And okay, I'm gonna look at what Gateway says. When he gets to 1, I'm gonna look at what he says. Cool, looks like Josh team. My friend was here. Was he your first person from Tuvalu? Yes, I did not have somebody from Tuvalu yet. And it just says, if I can see the message, give you a virtual high five. Okay. for Ukraine. That's what he said. So, virtual high five. And we actually just got another subscriber. I was just looking at the sub count. So, thanks to whoever just subscribed. I'm going to do a U move. So then I can pair these up. And then I don't think I'm going to undo this. I don't think a move like this is considered a move. I think I'd have to do like UW, U prime. And then RW. NF Cubing says, apart from the US, what is the most you've gotten on the list? Like, most populated? Or just all the countries I have? Because all the countries I have are Botswana, Morocco, Rwanda, South Africa, Armenia, Cyprus, India, Israel, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Vietnam, Albania, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Ireland, Liechtenstein, Monaco, Netherlands, Portugal, Switzerland, Ukraine, UK, Brazil, Canada, Chile, Colombia, Mexico, Trinidad and Tobago, Venezuela, Australia, and Tuvalu. Who's the biggest content creator to comment on one of your videos? So to comment on a video, if you saw the community post that was like, I heard if you say @Tingman 5 times, he will comment. For like, I think 5 hours ago, he commented on it. He said, it works. So that was pretty cool. So comment on something was Tingman. Like, including live streams, it would be Soup Timmy. He was on a live stream once. And Bo keeps his real Tingman. Yes, it was the real Tingman. I clicked on his channel. Thanks whoever subscribed. So I'm going to do UW. So yeah, I clicked on the channel. I was like, what? Okay, let's make sure it's the real Tingman. So I clicked on his channel. It said subscribed. 1.68 million, I think. So I'm not subscribed to a fake Tingman. I don't think. But yeah. So it worked. And we got another subscriber. So thanks to whoever just subscribed. I'm going to do a U prime. And Cube Air says South Korea will be hard for real. Probably. It's in Asia, which isn't convenient for the time I stream for people in Asia. And it's also, it has a population of like 60 million, I think, close to there. But it's in the 50 millions, I know that. I'm just rounding up. I think it's around 58. Let's see. Population of South Korea. And, oh, it's 51,000. North Korea will be harder. I don't have North Korea on my list because they don't have YouTube. Can you do a CS timer code? Sure. It'll just be the normal and it'll be subscribe. With capital S. So, subscribe, capital S. And NF Cubing says, the best cuber to ever comment on one of my live streams. I was surprised, but I think it was Luke Garrett. He was real. I clicked on his channel. I've gotten a bunch of fake Luke Garretts. But if sister walked in too young, so it got deleted. That's so sad. I've met Luke Garrett twice. Yeah. He's in one of my videos. It's the one about the white plastic cube. I made a short about it. Boba Cube says, actually, I'm not Boba Cubes. What? Okay, and I'm assuming it's Chicago Speed Cuber in the CS Timer room. So, I'm gonna see what I should do after this. I'm gonna do an R W next. It's me, Kim Jong-un, in North Korea tier list, LOL. I think you're Boba Cubes. Maybe you've been, Kim Jong-un this whole time. And if Cubing says, I know in my old channel, but I lost the password too. Brent Rivera commented because I met him, and I told him my channel, he subscribed and commented. But that channel got deleted as well. It's so sad. Boba Cube says, but I'm Boba Cubes. Okay, if you were Kim Jong-un, that would be scary. To say anything, I'm just dead. He finds me. And I actually don't know who the WCA ID in there is. And I got a 12. I guess it's okay. And 11.86. Q-Bear says, yes, I got an 8. Good job. I guess you're the WCA ID in there. And NFQBing says, would you have 1 million subscribers but you can never get sponsored by a Rubik's Cube store? Or 50,000 subscribers and sponsored by any Cube store I want? Probably the 50,000 subscribers. Also, NFQBing, congrats on 1,000 subs. I just remembered that you hit 1,000 subs earlier. Not earlier, like a week ago. So, congrats. Also, thanks to everyone like the stream. And 1477. NFQBing says, say my dream is to be sponsored by the Cubicle. Yeah, I like the Cubicle more than the Speed Cube Shop. I have the Speed Cube Shop mat because I only have 3 mats that will fit, like, that are big. A black cubicle mat, it's discontinued now. But it was just dark, so it was, like, made the vibe, it killed the vibe. And also you could see all the dust and stuff on it. A SpeedStacks G5 mat, but that means I would have to use my G5 timer instead of my GAN timer. And, oh, I got another sub, so thanks to whoever just subscribed. And I don't really like my G5 timer as much as the GAN timer. I don't know what Bubba Cubes is going to say. He's going to be like, GAN is the best! Yeah. That wasn't supposed to be mocking. That was like, yeah. So I'm going to do RW. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, and then finally this mat, which is like the one that doesn't kill the vibe, and I can use my GAN timer. It just says, and thanks to me and Boba for being real OG. Yeah, thanks. And Chicago Speedkeeper says, sorry I'm so slow, I'm not even sub 15. It's good. It just says, oh my god, was it sending everything without me clicking the send button? I don't know. Wait, is it... If you press enter, does it send it? Because if it does, then... maybe you're like... I don't know. And if Giving says, I think the video that I'm going to make after Christmas will help me. I'm going to get the GAN 16 Angstrom, the V11 Angstrom, Mystic GAN 15 New Black, and Mystic's RS2M Evolution. Nice. Are you gonna make a video about those cubes? And yeah. And how many total watch time hours do you have? I have 3.2 thousand in my life. That's including shorts. In the last year, I've gotten, I think, about 350 watch hours on long form videos and live streams. I didn't start the timer. This was going to be such a good solve. Q-Bear says I gotta go see ya. And see you later. Oh yeah, I was just going to say, before you leave, can you exit the CS timer room? So then it's not like Okay, now I gotta make a new CS timer. Yeah, so that's a DNF. And a plus 2, I guess I get 2 seconds off now. So, 0.01 DNF. Bugcube says, wait, you have met your fan at a comp, right? And thanks for just subscribed. I saw somebody who was subscribed to the channel once at a comp because I went to a comp with him. Well, I didn't know him. I went to a comp with him in February, and he scanned my shirt. You know, like in my comp vlogs, the Cubing with Andy shirt, it has a QR code on the back. And okay. Yeah. I was trying to think what I still had to say. And so in June, I think. Was it June? I don't know. It was over the summer. I went to a comp, and he was like, and I had my shirt on, and he was like, I'm subscribed to you. I was like, whoa, that's cool. And I was like, did you scan my shirt, or, like, do you watch the videos? And he was like, yeah, I scanned your shirt at a competition. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember you. Gates Place says, I meant to say that me and Bubba are true OGs, I'm not joking. LOL, but true. Yeah. Both Cubes and Gates Place have been on live streams for a really long time. Enough Keeping says, I'm doing... Oh yeah, also we lost a sub. I didn't even get to do the turn. Cough me. Enough Keeping says, I'm doing an unboxing of them. Also, my total watch time is 354, not including shorts. If shorts were included and you had unlimited time, I would be monetized. Nice. If shorts were included and I had unlimited time, I would not be monetized. And Chicago says, I only started my channel after school started this year. Nice. And thanks for just subscribe. So I'm going to do a U. Wait, no. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to undo that. I'm going to do an LW. Also, thanks for like the stream. Let's see. Koenda Cuber says, what cube are you using? Welcome to stream, Koenda Cuber. I think that's how you say it. And I'm using the Waylong V9. What if I said that this is not my main channel? What? I don't know. Yeah. This guy keeps this Moyo V5 responsibly very well. This cube is so good. I don't have one of those cubes. Well, I have the cheapest version. So, I should get one of those. Yeah, I heard they're really good. Do you have the $25 one with all the features? Or like just the one with maglev? And 1529. And I got another subscriber. I've almost gotten 10 subs on this stream. I don't know what turn I'm going to do next. Probably going to do a U. No. I'm going to do an R. Because I have this here. I'm going to do an R. This is up here. But I'm going to... Okay. I don't know. But it's kind of complicated, I guess. It's not like a complex way of solving it. It's just like... I'm going to do it. I don't know. This speaker says, yeah, the $25 one. Nice. It just says, me and Andy be like, my head is going to explode after Boba told us that. Yeah. And Boba says, I made a channel when I was like 6 and I had like 50 followers here and 70 vids, but then, what happened? Skykeeper says, but I got the ancient version for $35, and then I added GAN number 2. Nice. And yeah, the Angstrom cubes are really good. I've tried an FC cube, the FC GAN Megaminx. It was just okay. The Mystic GAN, or not GAN, Mystic Moyu 7x7. The Mystic is pretty good. And then the Angstrom, like, they're slow when you get them, but after a bunch of solves, they're really good. Like, they're slow, but they're controllable. This used to be an Angstrom cube, but I've almost had it for a year now. And I've almost made it for a whole year. So the lube is all gone. If I visit the Vatican City and comment from Vatican City, will it count? I think so. And NF Cubing says, oh yeah, so I'm getting the FC New Black, not domestic. Nice. Bookkeep says, I downloaded OK Google, that's an AI, and I tell my age here, and my account got deleted because I was 7 or 6. That's so sad. This guy Bookkeep says, how am I above you in ELO right now? You are? Huh? I think you probably were. Now updated. And Koiendo Cuber says about all the Angstrom lubes, almost all my cubes are Angstrom. Yeah, Angstrom is a really good lube line. I also like the Cubicle Cube Shop, but they got rid of it like a year ago. I got a cube from there. It was really good. I remember the 3 lubes. It was really simple. They used DNM 37, Lubical Speedy, and Weight 5, I think. So I can still make my own setup. But they got rid of it. It was so good. And NF Cubing says Mystic I'm in. Okay. And yeah, Mystic, I think Mystic is better than FC. And Bubba Cube says, so basically this is not my main channel. What? Yeah. Well, I guess it kind of is. Well, like your main channel. I think it's your main channel, but not your first channel. And guys, says Bubba Cubes, do you mean 6'7"? And welcome to the stream, SN. I stopped the timer early. And Bubba Cube says, I also did crash out when your channel got deleted. So that was a 7. Oh, she got his PQB DNF too, so. Oh wait, no, that was the last solve. Gateway says, also not your most subscribed channel. Yeah, I think he's stuck in Bubba Cubes. Bubba Cube says, no. Huh? And Cubing says it's gotta go back. See you later, Cubing. See you later, enough Cubing. And Speedkeeper got 14.15. Good job on the sub 15. Yeah. And I think Chicago Speedkeeper is going to beat that 1655. SN says, dude, can you write my name on the 5x5? It's 2 words, SM. I feel like I already wrote it on there. Did you comment on one of the shorts? Because if you did, then I already put it on there. I put all the names unless they're... Like one guy commented Lightning McQueen. I am 99.8% certain that's not his real name. SN says I didn't. Okay. Since it's short, I'm gonna try to find a spot where I can put it. But I only have this much space left. I've been writing the names kind of small on the blue side. Like if you look at the red side and the blue side. But the cube is almost completely filled up. I'm trying to find a spot where I could write it. I'll write it right there. There's a spot right there. Actually, no. I feel like that's kind of small. I'll write it on the blue side. There. Took up almost the whole edge piece, but that's okay. Blue is already my favorite color. Nice. I actually don't have a favorite color. I like all the colors. Besides... Yeah. But I do have some preferences, I would say. I like orange, but I don't have a favorite color. It just says, if you know... Bubba Cube says, Chicago Speedkeeper's real name is not Chicago Speedkeeper. I knew that. And Gabe says, I'll find your name on the cube, after... oh, copy. After I do the solve. And 1304. I think it's on the blue side. Yeah, I wrote gauge. Can I do some 2x2 solves? Sure. I'll do an average of 5. I guess now it's going to be 2x2 solves in the CS Diamond room, so it's going to be kind of weird. Just going to be beating Chicago Speedkeeper. This is not the best scramble. And I got another subscriber, so thanks to whoever just subscribed. So I'm going to do FW. And my first channel is not my most subscribed channel. Yeah, he said it had like 50 subs. And okay. Vikes fan says, just broken the stream, and thanks for subscribing. That's a TNF. Bookkeep says, wait, you just hit 1240, so I have to reveal when I was showering last time. Yeah, I hit, 140. Essence says, after 2x2 I have to leave. It's gonna be so sad, but at least to get 2x2 solves. And 2.3. I haven't been doing a lot of 2x2 lately. I should do more. And 248. And 4.3. So I'm gonna go back to 3x3 now. I picked up 5x5. William Cubes says, what 2x2 Alex do you know? I know CLL and EG1. That's it. It's also the same amount Luke Garrett knows. And he's like top 20 in the world. Essence says, bye. See you later. And 1092. Bookkeep says, okay, I wasn't showered for more than a week. This is all I'm gonna say. Nice. Well, I guess it's not nice. But okay. William Cube says, I think I've gone 3 weeks without showering like a month ago. I've probably gone like, I mean, I don't know. Like a week. I don't know. Maybe there was just like a school break where I just didn't shower. Or I probably just showered once. Yeah. So I'm just waiting around to go speak of yourself. Bookkeep says, I think I wasn't showering for more than like 2 months once. And oh snap, Chicago Speedkeeper left. It's okay. And 1289. Galaxy Keeper says, I'm going to leave this year's timer room because it's not updating for me. Oh, okay. Well, that's sad. But hopefully next time, it'll be okay. William says, my Duolingo. Yeah, you always forget to take your Duolingo. Until, like, 5 minutes before the new hour. And 10:26. And 14:03. Chicago Keeper says, I learned full CLO after my comp on the 16th of November. So last year? Or do you mean October? Because if you mean October, that would make sense. Well, was October 16th a weekend? I'll look. It was not. So, yeah, probably last year, November. But, yeah, CLO, people are like, I don't want to learn 50 hours to improve by a second. But a second in 2x2 is a big difference. And also, if you plan on learning other 2x2 alg sets, like, you have to learn one. And just learning one, like, learning EG1 was a lot easier because now I didn't have to remember recognition. I just had to remember the alg. Keeper says it's upcoming. Oh, so you've already learned it. Well, yeah, you would have already learned it if it was last year. And 1275. I learned it like in December and January of this year and last year. And I messed up my NB term. And 19.61. And 1335. Chicago Speaker versus Yo support 2x2 PB average of 5. Congratulations. And 1770. And if keeping the system back, it kind of got boring. Yeah, my streams do get a little boring sometimes. And thanks for like the stream. And okay, I can just not remember this. Oh well. And 22.14. Kick says can't sub because I already am. Well, thanks for being subscribed. And FQB says, not your stream, I'm talking about doom scrolling on shorts. Oh. The streams are entertaining 99.9% of the time. Yeah, sometimes it's just a little boring when nobody's chatting. Because I'm just sitting here in silence. FQB says, I did my Duolingo in the last 30 seconds. Nice. Something cool I did with Duolingo last year was on New Year's Eve. I did a lesson, but I didn't do the last question yet. I didn't submit it until it turned 12 o'clock. And 12 on the dot. Gary Speaker says, I like how much you interact with the chat. Yeah, I try to read all the chat messages. And William Cube says, once I messed up in a comp, sub 3 2x2 average with Ortega, sad. How do you get a sub 3 2x2 average with Ortega? That's crazy. Come Kid says, I was subs in 300 subs. Nice. And 1082. And FQ Meek says, how did I find you again? I don't remember. I don't know. Coin to Cuba says, what's the room code? It's subscribe with a capital S. I think it was a YouTube comment. Probably. BoCube says, have you ever lost your Duolingo streak? I have not. I've come close though. I've used a few streak freezes. So yeah, the room code is subscribe with a capital S. And 1338. And if Kimmy says I'm probably wrong, but I think you commented on my video and that made me want to subscribe to your channel, but I might be totally wrong. That probably happened. Wilkib says, do you doom scroll on your phone? Be honest, I do not. I do not like to doom scroll. I might watch a few shorts, but like, on YouTube, it just recommends me random shorts of like Gorilla Tag edits. William Cube says, I've used like 500 freezes in the past 20 days. I don't think that's possible. Cube says, back. Welcome back to the room. And Cohen, I'm assuming that's... Oh, Cohen Duck Cuber. I get it now. I understand it now. And Cubeair says, no, Killing Kid says, do you think I should stream? Sure. The shorts I get are this random series that I've never heard of that's apparently called The Middle. I've never seen or ever heard, and it's just popping up everywhere, but it kind of looks like a good show. Cool. And 1380. I'm solving with a broken RS-35 right now. It's so sad. This cube gets loose magnets a lot, but I have another cube. It's the same exact model. And I lost the sub, so I'm gonna undo the turn. Cube says sometimes I start scrolling, but I have trash recommendations, so I stop scrolling. I don't scroll TikTok. I don't even have TikTok. Gun Kit says, whenever you're cubing, it makes me want to cube. Nice. NCBC says, have you ever heard of Chicago's Cuber? He's a very good Cuber, and he says Chicago's the best city 5 times for your sub. Chicago's the best city. Chicago's the best city. Chicago's the best city. Chicago is the best city. Chicago is the best city. There you go. I don't have TikTok either. Nice. And if Kimmy says, my R string broke the first day I got it at a Rubik's Cube competition. It's so sad. And NCBC says, okay, I subbed. Nice. Once it goes up, I will... Okay, there it is. And 16.2. I'll redo the turn. William says, Andy, are you in Chicago? I'm not. And Andy, you should become an auctioneer, huh? Okay. Well, that's going to be it for today's stream. I don't know how many solves I did. And, yeah, I almost got 10 subs. So we were able to do 9 moves. So yeah, it's going to be it for today's stream. William says, no! Don't worry, guys. I'll try to live stream tomorrow. I'll try to. I'll try to. But don't worry, a new video is coming out on Thursday. It's a Halloween special. I will die without your stream. I'll do a 2x2 solve. And thanks to whoever was just the 10th like on the stream. And 354. So yeah. Bye.